Well, hello again, you guys. Back with my Saturn view. All right, so I like the way it worked on the wheels, so now we're gonna do the body. Yeah, wasn't the plan. Everything got rushed, but we are gonna do it. I'm having to put the poor little guy in service in the winter. I'm not happy, but that being said, I'm going to do everything I can to keep him as nice as possible in the process, which includes doing the ceramic coat. I did the Civic. Oh, and by the way, the glumpies, I shook this up real good, and those glumpies that I was getting on the Civic, I'm not getting them anymore. So shake it good. We're going to ceramic coat the view, and we're going to see if the reason it was having trouble coming off on the Civic was because of the humidity, like I thought. We're supposed to be getting rain tomorrow, so I kind of got to do all this in a rush. I had other things planned video-wise for you guys with the view, like wiring up those back lights and finishing the bumper and yeah, getting a proper step pad on there. But of course, as fate would have it, I got kicked in the butt, or I should say the Civic did. I think I may have gone over it in the video that I did about the the Civic when I bought it, that it had the manual transmission that was in it was defective, and in that it was popping out a fifth. Well, I had a gentleman at the time. My mechanic was out of town in Jamaica, so he couldn't do it. But I had a friend whose husband was doing mechanic work on the side, and he pulled the one out of my silver LX that was 100% A-OK, and we put it in the black EX Civic. And all was well until yesterday. Yesterday it got real complicated, but long story short, I noticed a weird noise when I was taking pictures of the cars out in the snow, just in the driveway. I didn't drive anywhere. I had been noticing an intermittent rattling noise. Well, it decided to show itself while I was taking pictures of the Civic, so I got some video footage of that at least, so I can let my mechanic listen to it. But shortly thereafter, the next day when I had to drive to work and couldn't get in touch with the mechanic because where he lives there was more snow, so he wasn't at the shop. I shouldn't have, but I drove it to work because I didn't want to put this out in the ice and snow and salt. And I lost third and fifth, and it started popping out a second. And yeah, it was a complete mess. Going to work, I made it, and by the grace of God, I made it home too. But all I had was first, second, and fourth. So fortunately that was enough, first and second, to get through the bumper to bumper in downtown, and then fourth let me go 60. So I was able to get it home, and I thought, well, let me take it over to the mechanic so he can kind of take a listen and do a few little diagnostics with it, see if he could figure out if it's internally problematic or something with the clutch. Hang on. That applicator pad went south quick. Anyway, I took it over to him, and it got stuck in reverse when we were backing it up onto the ramps so that I could get the rear bumper off so he could do the collision inspection for it. That was the original reason it needed to go. so that I could get the damage fixed from that car accident that it was in. Since the person who hit me, their insurance company will not call me back. I'm going to have to go through my insurance, but the adjuster who did the original claim, or estimate I should say, I wasn't too pleased with the corners she cut. It was raining and they refused to pull it into the garage and dry it off and actually look at the bumper. And the bumper does actually have a tear in it, my mechanic and I discovered. And so he said to pull it off the car, and let's take a look at the crash bar underneath. Sure enough, crash bar has some cracks in the welds where it goes from its the two pieces that attach to the body to the straight bar in the back that absorbs the hits. And yeah, so he is writing it up so that my insurance company can do a supplement for it so that I can actually get the car fixed, because I'm not having Gerber touch it. I don't like them after seeing some of the work that they've done and how dismissive the lady was to me. Yeah, I got no desire to have them paint the car. So, yeah. It got stuck in reverse up on his ramps, and I had to leave it with him, and we basically went through some troubleshooting, and I had topped off the fluid on it, and that didn't make any difference. So it wasn't a low fluid situation. Something's definitely wrong internally. So I took the original transmission, manual transmission, to etched in Atlanta yesterday. And that was the other reason I had to drive this way too far, way too long, out on the salt. That was residual left behind from them attempting to make the road safe, which they really didn't, because it's not effective under 20 degrees, which it was. So we still had a skating rink out there. And yeah, so I had to drive in what residual is out there. And it looks like there's salt on the road. I mean, salt on the road. Sand on the road. It's so white with salt. It's nasty, nasty, nasty. I haven't been up north in the winter, so I don't know what it looks like when they prep y'all's roads. But, ick is all I can say. So, I was feeling nasty for this view, so that's why we decided to do this today. And it had to pull its weight and take its brother's original transmission up to etched to be rebuilt. And we're just going to pull that LX one that was a replacement out and put the original one, after it's been rebuilt, back in. So that's the plan. But yeah, that was my catastrophe. So probably gonna have a couple more thousand in the Civic. Oh, it's gonna be the most expensive budget car I've ever had. And it's not even K-swapped. Anyway, y'all are seeing how easy this is to go on. I just figured I'd run my mouth while I was wiping it on. Alright, obviously I did the hood first, so yep, dropping off just fine. This, ugh, really need to do a good cut and buff on it. Oh, this hood isn't staying on it anyway, so I haven't really messed with it. That is all acid etching. Even though it was parked indoors its whole life, I guess where it was parked there was water that dripped on the same spot. And yeah, it did permanent damage there. And there's some spots like that on the roof. No matter what I've done, I haven't been able to get all that out. I cannot tell if y'all can see that. Hopefully you can. Feels like crap. Looks like crap. But what are you gonna do? But anyway, that's how easy it comes off. I'm not gonna have y'all watch me take it all off because y'all have been on here long enough. But yeah, just felt like doing story time with you. But let's see, it's just that simple. Comes right off. So I don't know, there's some people who have been griping about this stuff, and I don't know, I'm not seeing anything gripe worthy. But I'll see how it does longevity wise. You're supposed to be able to add a bunch of coats to it to build it up. But that will be a springtime thing. Again, this is just a hybrid ceramic coat, so more like a little bit fancy wax. So, all right. I bet y'all thought I forgot the most important part. This is supposed to be hydrophobic and I didn't show you guys. It's all good. We're still here. And I got the hose running softly. And then we'll do a little spritzing as well. Got everything wiped off, obviously. Ha-ha! How's that? Yeah? Pretty good, eh? Hang on. Put the hose down so I don't soak everybody. I'm gonna pull y'all out. Oh, you don't need my finger. No, we got a big nose. And that's how it does. On the glass. Oi, we got a kink. Pretty good, yeah? Oi, we're kinked again. Oi. Let me go over some spritzes. Tis raining, tis raining. Oi. Ha-ha. Very good. Yes, and I did all the glass, so I'm not going to wet the whole car down because, you know. But anyway, I didn't want you to think I'd forgotten. Now you can see everything. How quick it dispenses upon the front end. And you can see the comparison of the, how does it do on the hyper dip versus the paint. Of course, this stuff seems to perform much better when you sheet the water on versus spritz it on. Let's see here where we have the mothers on the top and the dip your car on the bottom. Look at the side skirt. Y'all can compare how it performs in your mind. I'd say the mothers is better because we still got, I mean, yeah, we got drip trails, but it looks like there's less on the mothers than there is on the skirt there. Well, when I do that, it doesn't. So maybe they're about the same. They're about the same. Either way, we'll find out how it does to repel the salt. So that's the plan I was going for. Let me get the blower and we'll blow these little droplets off and see how well they evacuate themselves. We're going to have loud noises. I'm blowing. So prepare yourself for loud, obnoxious noises. Okay, that's much better than how my wax used to do. Some more loud noises. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. You can really see how good all that was coming off the dipped surface. I mean, look at that. All right, I take that as a win. So, yeah, I didn't forget. And then we have a little blower action for you guys so you can see how you can shortcut it. Blow the most of the water off and then just wipe the rest off with your drying towel. So, see, all sparkly. Whoops, I got some schmutz there I got to take care of. See, the sun wasn't out when I was wiping, so I didn't see. Got a little bit of schmutzes on the glass and stuff, but when I dry everything, that'll take care of it. All right, well, there you go. See, I didn't forget. There's your water test. And yes, the wheels also were treated, and you can see how well the water went whoosh off of them. So hopefully that means less brake dust and less ick. I feel better. All right. Bye, you guys.